my Sagittarian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. Welcome to your 7-card draw. What do I need shadow read for this full moon in March to new moon in April 2022? I am your reader, Angelo Lyons, Mal for short, professional witch, professional intuitive, president of Drawing the Circle Productions since 1998, author of Words of Grace from a Professional Witch, available on Kindle, link in the description box, creator on Patreon, Shazam, boom, patreon.com/drawing the circle. I'm the Archangel of Lyons, Angelo Lyons, but you can call me Mal. Hi. It's a fun intro. I'm enjoying it. I hope you are too. And if you are new to my channel, a 7-card draw is just one card from 7 different decks, getting you clues, tips, and hints about a specific astrological timeline, a waning moon from full to new. Let's have a look at the deets, shall we? We're looking at the full moon in Virgo, Friday, March 18th, 3:17 a.m. Eastern Time. I am in New York. And then it is the letting go, the releasing, the forgiving, the alchemy, the shadow work, the surrender work to the new moon in Aries. 2 weeks later, also on a Friday, new moon in Aries, Friday, April 1st, April Fool's Day. That should be fun. 2:24 a.m. Eastern. So you wake up in that energy, and for Friday, a little self-love. Freya's day, Friday's day, day of Venus, Aries energy, love for yourself, good idea. But it's that Pisces moon, the dark moon in Pisces. 3 days before, this is going to be a little tricky for the empaths, I have a feeling. So the shadow work may be helpful if you find yourself in that category. That being said, it is a general read. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Check your other signs. This is just one situation of maybe many, or maybe you get more information about the timeline we are about to look at. Only you can know that in a general read. So both feet on the floor if you can. Focus on your breath if you will. I will do the same to get you the clarity, guidance, and grace that I can, not just to help you do the shadow work with guidance and grace, but for the collective, to heal what needs to be healed within us individually. That will influence and help heal everyone, and particularly all of these readings so far, of course, it's in my mind, are about the people of Ukraine and what's going on in Europe and with Russia and all of that. The wars inside of ourselves can be resolved, so the wars outside of ourselves can be resolved. But how much political, financial power you got to influence that on the outer? You know, not so much, right? You can do this on the inner, heal you, and we help heal everybody. It's how unity works, because we're not all connected. We're all one. There's a difference. I know, a little deep. I'll try and lighten it up. Let's see what flies out of my mouth, because I already got a black cat sitting with me. My Melchior has been such a companion in the videos for this series, and I get why. A little Taurus energy to keep us grounded. So both feet on the floor if you can. Focus on your breath if you will. Let's do this. Please take a nice deep breath. And here we go. Using the Caroline Mace archetype cards, I call upon the collective pantheons of angels, archangels, goddesses, gods, ascended masters of the General Assembly, the higher selves of all involved, 5th dimension and above, 8th chakra and above, the spirit animals and totems, as well as the pantheon of all pantheons, all traditions, lineages, and cultures. Please, what is the dominant 8th chakra archetype hovering over the head of the Sagittarian collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs watching this video, receiving this reading, showing us the shadow to light, the pain to peace, the soul power being developed. 3 more atoms in lead than gold, so they got to surrender, burn off, transform, to get from lead, the insulator, to the gold, the conductor, the pain to peace, right? It will help them heal and heal the world. What do you got for them this full to new? March, April 2022. It's in the title. The God archetype. We just had the goddess archetype in Scorpio. There's something going on with these readings. Maybe all of them are global. Like every reading that's ever been done is about the collective, but we're seeing our role in it. Masculine family archetype of the 9 families. It's a masculine family archetype. I was just talking about this. The goddess archetype. The god archetype, it's not a divine family archetype. It's separate family. It is masculine family. The shadow to the light on this, if this is not what is up on planet Earth, I mean, it's triggering me off camera. The shadow attribute, the lead, the indication of the shadow work here. Despotism and cruelty, using power to control people. Putin. I'm not saying you are, but saying, like, there's an archetypal power. He's acting like a dark god. You can heal this. You can heal your part of it, right? Because I have moments. We have moments. Because the light attribute, you ready? This is it. This is so up your alley. The light attributes, benevolence and compassion, recognizing the eternal force within yourself and others, and the eternal force. The immortal force, the part that doesn't die, the unity of all things. Right? What a blessing to bring more compassion and enlightenment to the planet rather than despotism and cruelty. Because that's the difference between the illusion of separation, the shadow, the fear, the pain, and the light, the gold, the unity consciousness. We are all one, whether you like it or not. Karma, 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 karma chameleon. Let's see what's going on underneath that. The next 4 chakras down. The 8th chakra affects every energy system in your body, or electromagnetic field, what you attract, what you repel, in order for the soul's evolution. Breathe. Using the Daughters of the Moon Tarot, I call upon my goddesses of fire, the sign of Sagittarius, powers of the South. This is where the shadow work begins. Throat chakra, you gotta choose it, right? You can choose it or not. It can be delayed but not prevented. You either alchemize the lead into gold, the shadow into light. You either do the shadow work or the shadow possesses you at a weak moment. So please, what's going on here? Heart, third eye crown for the Saggies, this full to new. Excellent. It is a court card. A court card on the inner is more about a zodiacal archetype than it is a person. Although there might be somebody reflecting this or mirroring this on the outer. Here we have the Crone of Blades, Ixchel, the Aquarius card, the Queen of Swords, which we know can be a little cold, a little distant. This is very third eye, but this is about hovering above it all. Ixchel also connected with the Jaguar, a South American shamanic goddess, a big time with shadow work, flying on an eagle, the eagle woman, into the stratosphere. Fixed air, Aquarius, 11th house, egalitarianism, humanitarianism, right? Seeing the unity in it all from the higher perspectives. Certainly fixed air. This can be about focusing the mind as well, but she is carrying a pair of scissors, right, to snip away that which no longer serves. Now, that might be a little head over heart, but for a god archetype to see unity, you know, I mean, I can joke about it. We are the world, we are the children, hands across America. I grew up with all of that in the 80s. I'm 63. 53. Oh my god, I just aged myself. I'm 53 years old. I know I don't look at things. I think that means I'll be around till I'm 63. I somehow doubt it. But, you know, to fly that high, right? Maybe there are visions. I mean, certainly Aquarians, freaks of the zodiac, they see things differently. Very Mr. Spock, though, right? Very, very, must be logical, live long, but live long and prosper, not invade your country. I'm sorry. No, I don't know how sorry I am about that. Let's speak the truth. I am an archangel. The word angel in Hebrew means messenger of light, messenger of truth. Well, I'm an arc of them. Breathe. Lots of messages coming through as we now shift to the lower 3 chakras using the Mythic Tarot, the masculine energy, the external. Root, sacrum, solar plexus, tribal relationships, root chakra, the sacred truth, all is one. Doesn't matter if you like it or not, we're all one. So any groups or associations of more than 3 people, down to the human race, right? As well as your small circle of friends, everything in between. Second chakra, relationship, umbilical, sacrum, navel to navel, another person or another thing. And your solar plexus, your relationship to yourself. Oh, second chakra, sacred truth, according to Carolyn May's Anatomy of the Spirit. Honor one another. Honor the sacred contract, even if it means walk the fuck away. That's sometimes exactly what you're supposed to do. Solar plexus is honor thyself, not honor myself. Thyself. The divine voice, your intuition, your honor code, your boundaries, and all that jazz. Breathe. Send it through. As I call upon my gods of fire, the sign of Sagittarius, powers of the south, please. Let's throw some lightning here for the Sagittarian collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs watching this video, receiving this reading. Let's deliver some light, some truth. So what do they need to be aware of? Lower 3 chakras, masculine energy, how they look from the outside looking in, maybe something they're on the inside looking out on, maybe some of that, maybe all of that. To help them alchemize this God archetype in the 8th with Queen of Swords, Crone of Blades, Ixchel, the Eagle Woman, Aquarius energy, and we've got the 2 of Cups. Let's call this a second chakra dynamic for surezies. 2 of Cups, yes, considered a romance card, but it can also be about a strong emotional attraction. People want to make it the true love card, and each reader has got to define their cards for themselves according to how it feels to them, right? That's the divine feminine part of it. Doesn't feel right. This feels right. You go with that. And that's why this doesn't feel like a forever and ever thing, particularly if you look at the myth depicted here. This is the meeting of Eros and Psyche. He pricks himself on one of his own golden arrows, looks at her, falls in love, but he makes her swear to not look at him, because if she looks at him, she will fall instantly in love with him, because he's the god of erotic love, Eros, of romantic love. The Greek version of Cupid. Ain't no diapers on that baby. He is a full-grown god. Woof. He's one in my pantheon for sure. And interestingly enough, an archer. Sagittarian, the archers. So this is, you're getting to know each other, or there is an emotional bond with another person here. And, you know, you can have the god archetype, a reason, a season, or a lifetime if you're dealing with a tyrant. Many are right now. We're looking at your one-on-one emotional feelings, emotional bond, and maybe even an empathic bond here. But I will also say, Sagittarians are the friends of the zodiac. They're freaky, but they're friendly, and Sagittarians can be rather gregarious themselves. Unless they're a tyrant. Unless they're a shadow god. And remember, it's a masculine energy archetype. Masculine family archetype. It's not about bodily gender. Oh, I've worked for plenty of women who had that god archetype in the toxic, but man, did they make it look good on stage. Let's do this. The Healing Mantra deck by Matt Kahn. Let's see what hits the table. The Healing Mantra from the Ascended Masters. To help you with this, this might be a soul contract reading, but we're going to go General Assembly. Because it could even be someone you're watching on TV with that 2 of Cups. That's getting your water stirred, but hopefully not shaken. Breathe. James Bond reference? Okay, Roger Moore me. Here we go. As I call upon the Ascended Masters of the General Assembly, let's try and keep this light yet deep for what seems like an important shadow read here on the table, please, my beloveds. What is the perfect healing mantra for the Sagittarian collective? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus is watching this video, receiving this reading to help them alchemize the god archetype with that humanitarian 11th house, Ixchel, Eagle Woman, Queen of Swords on the inner, kind of digging that. And with that 2 of Cups, this could be done perhaps in a loving way. And I'm not saying it's not a romantic sexual thing, just saying not enough cards on the table yet. Please clarify, make it specific. What is the perfect healing mantra for the Sages to fix their air, fix their mind on this full to new? Celebrating simplicity. I am more fulfilled when there is less to manage and maintain. Now, I will say there's a certain amount of enlightenment to that. If you look at the opposite of enlightenment, one opposite of enlightenment being enheavyment, right? Feeling more fulfilled when there is less to manage and maintain gives a sense of lightness, a sense of lift, a sense of perspective, because things aren't so complicated. Makes sense if you fly high, right? Hold on one second. Sorry, Milk, you was acting up. And to make sure you didn't knock shit over. Motherhood never really ends. So let me read this to you. Celebrating Simplicity from the Bookie Book, one of 3 Bookie books, but they're all worthwhile. I am more fulfilled when there is less to manage and maintain, and a lovely mnemonic device, a memory device, more or less. Good way to remember it, memorize it. When there, yeah, I know. You go do your meow mantras, baby. When there are fewer details to manage, you are able to receive more joy. Good. The more commitments that pile up in your life, the less likely you are to find the time to take everything in. I'm wondering if you're in a position of power in a family, in a tribe, at work, a boss, right? But having to do more the masculine energy than necessarily the feminine energy of the emotional nurturance and the, I mean, all the fire and air signs are masculine dynamic. All the earth and water signs are just feminine. I didn't make it that way. It's 6 and 6. It's the balance of yin and yang. I'm going to take everything. Oh, but you know, that makes sense too. The more commitments that pile up in your life, the less you are likely to find the time to take everything in, like from a higher perspective. Lovely. Once all moving parts have been arranged in a proper working balance, simplicity can be celebrated, and you can glean the most benefit from your reality. And that is true. By the time you're watching this, I'm already in Saratoga. I'm doing this the Saturday before to get these out on time so I can actually spend some time with my parents and not be working the whole time. So it is. It's like I can celebrate that. It's like I'm ahead of schedule a little bit, but you never know what's going to pop up, right? This mantra is ideal for creating stronger boundaries, probably helpful. Healing your inner people pleaser, there's a whole conversation there. And finding moments of serenity, like serenity now, serenity now, serenity now. All right, I like it. And you know, to keep it simple, keep it simple, keep it safe, right? With that 2 of Cups on the table, I don't know, I think a God archetype is going to have a lot easier time in the masculine energy if they're celebrating the simplicity of things and not getting quagmired in the complexity of things. There are probably some other people involved here then, right? So this, again, could be a soul contract reading, but I'm still want to keep it general for some reason. The higher selves of all involved. I mean, of course, there are other people we deal with, so other people involved, their higher selves have a say in what this card is as well. Higher selves of all involved. Please take a nice deep breath. Using the whispers of love. Still point. I get higher for that one. As I call upon the higher selves of all involved, 5th dimension and above, 8th chakra and above, what is the Whispers of Love oracle message you have for the Sagittarian collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs watching this video, receiving this reading, piece of information, inspiration, insight they need in a What Do I Need read to help them alchemize that God into gold, right? With the crone, Ixchel, Aquarian energy on the inner, 2 of Cups on the outer, celebrating their simplicity, which can very much be about them setting their boundaries of what they will, what they won't, what they do, what they don't, with that power of the God archetype. What's your whisper of love for them to help them with this shadow work, this alchemy, from lead to gold, pain to peace, from full to new? March, April, 2-2. Love endures. Love does not give up or lose faith. Love is hopeful and withstands every situation because it's eternal. Love is the truth of who we are. Course in Miracles, been teaching it and studying it since the 90s, studying it, teaching it for a very long time to pagans, which is always a challenge. It says in the introduction of A Course in Miracles, a little bit in front before it goes into the deeper parts, obviously, the opposite of love is fear. But what is all-encompassing can truly have no opposite. Love is the core of all that is, and fear is an absence of love, and absence is not an actual thing. So, for the eternal love within you, the eternal force within us all, will endure this. But the alchemy is necessary. You get to make the choice of how you want to see this. Can you see it in a simple way? Because as complex as unity consciousness is, there can be only one. You big Highlander. I'm trying to keep it light. Trying to keep it light, particularly for Sagittarians, you Jupiter heads. I love you though. Good in bed too, usually Sagittarians I will say I've had my fun with Saggies. I don't know if I'd marry one, but I do have fun with my Saggies. Let's see, if you're going to do the shadow work, the shamanic descent, right? Cross the river Styx and come back. Descension's easy. It's getting back, right? It's nice to know that you have spirit animals and totems to help you that you can call upon. And we're going to use the Divine Animal Oracle to see what that is. Please take a nice deep breath. Because this is usually the one that clicks it into place for somebody. But they go, oh, that's me. That's me. Still point. As I call upon the spirit animals and totems for the Sagittarian collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs watching this video, receiving this reading, who walks with them, who swims with them, who flies with them, who crawls with them, giving them the protection, the guidance, the grace, the love, wisdom, and power they need to alchemize this God archetype. Crone of Blades, Aquarius card, Queen of Swords on the inner, Two of Cups on the outer. Could mean anything but celebrating simplicity and love enduring. This could very much be about a romantic thing or any other emotional bond in its earlier stages. One would think, please, who walks with them, who flies with them, who crawls with them, who swims with them, this new to full. March, April 2022, the Lioness. The Angelo Lioness. The key word, protection. To be a protective God. I like that. Card number 21. Let's read this from the bookie book because I'm gonna anyway. Yeah, protection. And look, they got a crown and an ankh. Ankh. I mean, that's reading Sekhmet to me, not Bastet, but Bastet's black cat goddess. Sekhmet, her angry sister. Let's see. Just gonna read the verbal sketch and the magic. There's a lot more in here about the species and endangered species status is a lot. Breathe. Thank you, Stacy DeMarco, for this magnificent work. Card number 21, the Lioness. Protection. You are strongly protected right now. You are invited to embrace your authenticity and to be unafraid to wisely express your emotions. Wisely being the key word. That's an editorial from me. To protect others. We must learn to develop strength in ourselves and know the power of restraint, which is what real power involves. How much restraint does a despot? A despot's a little different than tyrant. Look it up. There is a difference. Difference of volume for sure. Cruelty, using power to control people. You may have that power. I have that power. You may have that power. Use restraint. Use it, recognizing the eternal force. The eternal force would be with you. The eternal force within yourself and others. Oh, it's a nice chunky paragraph of the magic. Oh, and I skipped a page. That's why. Where did we go? Wait. Oh, there we are. Yeah. It's a lot of energy. Breathe. If you have ever seen a lioness in the wild, you will immediately understand the nature of the magic of this magnificent feline. Meow. Lionesses are hugely powerful and work as teams to bring down prey and to protect the young. This contrast of lethal power and tender protectiveness is the key to lioness magic. Woof. Plug into lioness magic in situations where you need responsible power, like, I don't know, some god archetype energy going on, and when you may need some help in restraining a destructive energy such as rage, despotism, and cruelty, using your power to control people. I think that makes sense. I think we would call that a resonating oracle, wouldn't you? Because love endures, you're gonna have to simplify this. Right? Particularly if you are in charge of something, a family, a company, or in a one-on-one relationship. I mean, Two of Cups, I mean, we don't think of that as a parent-child thing, but could be. Could be. It's a general read, right? The Two of Cups ain't always about romance, folks. It's just not. I'm pretty sure that's not what Pamela Coleman Smith had in mind every single time the card hit the table, right? She didn't work like that. Pixie, as her friends called her. Might have known her back then. Don't remember. Past life, schmass life, 1, 2, 3. What's the hidden blessing? The gold within the ledge, should you opt to do the shadow work here. A humanitarian bend here for sure. Celebrating simplicity, love endures. I think if you do this shadow work, whatever this blessing is, isn't just for you. It's for everybody. And not just the people you know. Breathe. Of course, a miracle says a miracle is never wasted, and it affects people, places, and situations of which you have no idea. That's vibrational unity for you. Breathe. Clear that third chakra. Here we go. We do these blessings for real. As I call upon the pantheon of all pantheons, all traditions, lineages, and cultures, planetary or otherwise, right? This planet or whatever, starseeds, Lyrian energy with that lioness for sure. Please, what is the hidden blessing? One card in clarity. Make it specific for the Sagittarian collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs watching this video, receiving this reading, and use me to transmit this blessing when I read it from the Boogie Book. What is the hidden blessing that will be connected with their benevolence and compassion, recognizing the eternal force within themselves and others, seeing it from a higher place, heart, third eye, crown, maybe cutting away that which is complicated in this simple Two of Cups, or maybe not so simple, depending on what the thoughts are behind them, so they can celebrate the simplicity. They're more fulfilled when there is less to manage and maintain, so that they can tap into that eternal love which endures and is hopeful and withstands every situation with this loving protection, with restraint, that love within them enduring. Show us the gold, the hidden blessing for the Sagittarians. This full to new, March, April 2022. A blessing on your health. A blessing on your health with a dragon and an apple. I love what she's wearing. A little Ren fair, but most of them are in this deck, which is gorgeous. Yeah. Something stuck in somebody's throat here. Somebody watching this. There's something irritating you. And it might be the complexity of it. It might be like, well, how do I say this? How do I say this? I could burn them down. There's enough burning down going on right now on planet Earth. Or I could lift them up. Let's see what this health is about. Card number 9. Now, as light as I'm trying to keep these shadow reads during apocalypse, possibly, we do these for real. And I got my blessing cords on. So please, take a nice deep breath. Pantheons of pantheons, use me. Card number 9, a blessing on your health. A blessing to inspire the blossoming of great, good health within your life. May you, friend, be blessed with a rising of your own personal vitality. May life force flow into every cell of your body, inhabiting each fully with the desire for life and the yearning for the full feeling of all that is here for you to experience. A run-on sentence, but very powerful. May the cells in the blood sing their song with joy at being here. And may your bones be strong and whole, densely knitted in the joints to keep you upright, ever moving into the next step, a dance of love with your form. And may there be flexibility and the great gifts of movement for you. May your organs do their holy work. And may the health of the mind, curious yet peaceful, awakened yet rested, be yours. May the energy that belongs to the hail be yours, and may your every footstep bring a little more vitality, a little more joy in movement, very Sagittarian here, a little more of a blessing to simply be here and in such good health. May you know peace within the temple of the body. And may a revival of energy be yours like that of spring after winter. So you have a spirit shining with good health, the energy all about you radiant, an auric field filled with wellness. A field of energy you can drink from and renew yourself each day and night of this lifetime. May the blessings of good health and joy in your body be yours, and should it be challenged, may you rise and meet that challenge with courage and security in the wisdom of your blood and bones, flesh and energy field, and may all that brings you back to wellness come to you again and again and again. For the well-being of all, and with harm to none, as we will it, so let it be done. So mote it be, and so it is. Yeah, alchemize that. That's how you're going to come out as a healthy god here. So yeah, of course, get high in terms of the third eye. See this from the higher place, the Aquarian place, the stratosphere. See the larger picture, and whatever this Two of Cups contract is, they're either helping or hindering. You have to see your way through that. But to celebrate simplicity, keep it simple, keep it safe, right? Because you'd be more fulfilled when there is less to manage and maintain, so that the love within you can rise up and endure from within with this loving, tenacious, yet restrained, protective power of the lioness brings a blessing to your health, and maybe to the health of the other person here, and maybe to the health of all the toxic masculine god archetypes out there. One person deciding the fate for millions. Absolutely cuckoo bananas. So you do your work and you help all of us in this. I'm going to do mine, you do yours, for our well-being, for the well-being of all. And if this made sense to you, hit the thumbs up. Help other Sagittarians find this, just to help in the quantum, right? If you want more of me here on YouTube, hit the subscription button and the notification bell. I'm not stopping anytime soon, and I'm putting these out when they're ready. Sometimes they're scheduled, sometimes they're not. I'm traveling, so these are scheduled. And certainly if you want to go deep, if you want to get down with me every morning with a cup of coffee while I'm in a bathrobe, check me out. Come Patreon on Patreon, because I am patreon.com/drawingthecircle, and I stream there every morning. Humans, heroes, immortals, witches, gods, goddesses. The tiers of subscription are packed with goodies. So wishing you the very best. I'm doing me, you do you. Let's heal this world from the inside out, shall we? I love you. Wishing you the best and the blessed. This full to new March, April to hell. Farewell and blessed be.